Scary Godmother Halloween Spooktacular. This series actually started in Cartoon Network back in 2003. It's just a Halloween spooktacular with Godmother named Scary Godmother. Basically, anybody who screams in terror or cries in terror, she helps out. And it's a very nice movie. My only problem is the animation. It's very, very outdated and very horrible. I think it begs for a remake nonetheless. But I do like it, and it's also one of those Cartoon Network series stuff that's based off of one of the books. And I'm not going to talk about that, I've already done Coraline. But I actually want to go more in depth onto this Cartoon Network. Scary Godmother Halloween Spooktacular, again, is based off of a book, but and minus me saying it was like a Cartoon Network show. It was a movie, a short movie. Again, it's more kid friendly than anything else. It's way more child friendly with a little bit of adult jokes here and there. I even like some of the characters, mainly the monster characters. The kids are very bland, but they do have some personalities to match their creepy centered CGI bodies. Because let's face it, I was laughing at the very end. And that's basically maybe the child me. I'm a child-centered person, and Scary Godmother does bring the childlike kindness in me, and I kind of enjoy it. There were sequels. I think I've only seen one of them, and it doesn't look as great as this one. This one at least has a little bit more oomph with its color, while the other looks a very more pale, so to speak. But I really hate the CG. Let's just face that. Can I even say that more? I hate the CG. It's horrible. It's horrendous. It's typical 2000 CG. You know that. By the time I think if it begs for a remake, I would expect a remake that has better CG or is live action. That's the only two I would pick in this type of matter for a remake. Because I actually do like the rest of the series. See, I tried to ignore that step and put it leaning towards the child-centered part in me. See, when I look through all these types of like cartoon type stuff, I have to go through the child part in me, and I did that with Scary Godmother because this was my first time actually watching it, and I was impressed with a kid style stuff, and it certainly isn't no Halloween Town. Halloween Town is a classic nonetheless. This is pretty much coming close to it, but it's mainly just for little kids, and it's got enough time. You could sit quietly while unwrapping the candy on your Halloween day while watching this. Now, the problem is I don't think I've seen it on Cartoon Network for so long, so they basically probably don't have it. Nowadays they have Over the Garden Wall, I think, and that one has a beautiful animation style. But yeah, Scary Godmother, it's not a very scary movie, but Godmother nonetheless, I think that's a very nice idea. Basically a godmother on Halloween, and the friends basically are monsters. A werewolf that eats a lot, I think a vampire who's basically nothing more than anxieties. What else was there? A big fat crazy monster, a skeleton in the closet. It's clever. I like how clever it is in its style. Now, in its style, it's not that good, but cleverness. I like how clever it is. It's both clever, it's enjoyable, and it's also nice to actually see, the punks getting what they deserve, Especially the cousin for this little girl. Jesus freaking Christ. I think his costume definitely deserves some praise here. He is the freaking devil. The guy's a jackass to his own cousin. What kind of a man are you? Well, what kind of a boy are you? Jokes are some of them are very flat, a little bit, and sometimes it can be a little bit awkward, but at the same time, it's a very entertaining film when the monsters start appearing. When the monsters start appearing, that's what makes it more interesting and way more funny to watch, and I kind of enjoyed that. The kid-centered parts I'd rather stay away from, because they're very boring, they're very bland, and it's mostly them just being scared to death. So, I'd rather stick to the monster parts that actually are the way more enjoyable. And not only that, it picks up the pace a little bit. I don't like how slow the pacing is with the kids. The monster center parts is where we really start picking up the pace. And I love that. I love how we can pick up the pace here with something funny. You're supposed to make it feel a little bit more faster, a little bit more unique. Most children's got short attention spans. You have to at least pick up the pace a little bit. But if you want to go for the quieter moments that basically make a person feel bad, then you go for those slower moments, which I do enjoy. There's a pacing between them, and this one is awkwardly paced. But I do love the pacing and the actual monster-like party they create. There's got to be literally a movie series or even a cartoon series that's literally just monsters partying. I would love that. I would love monsters partying, having lights up here. Like, that would be amazing to watch. Putting their nice decorations up for Halloween, creating something interesting. And it's good for a little kid too. I mean, it keeps them quiet. I like something that keeps the little tykes quiet. And for something from 2003, it did not have bad. But now we're going tomorrow, and oh freaking boy, where's my list? Where's my list? Okay, of course I get it through. The scarecrow got it. Yeah, we have a scarecrow here because I'm trying to farm some stuff, and oh, this one's going to be interesting. Starting in tomorrow, we are going to be looking at some. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 so-called teenagers and their mangy dog solving some mysteries. And I hope to see you there.